fine. It's been a long weekend for you, and it's been like 5 minutes for me. Woohoo! Let's learn.
Actually, this will go up on a Wednesday.
Oh.
It's been like a day for them.
It's still been 5 minutes for me. Ha!
February 24th, 312, Warren office.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said.
In case you forgot.
Yeah, in case you forgot, we didn't. But drastic crimes require drastic measures.
I'm just happy.
That's just the way it is. We did what we had to do in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
I'm just happy, like, Emma's back, because that was kind of helping me for a while.
I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings.
Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me. That's because you don't do any legal studies. How'd you pass the bar?
It's like he just poofed into existence one day.
He did, when someone drew him.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like they created the world, and then they plopped him in. But they forgot that he should know about the world.
Listen, he literally just became a defense attorney because... Can I tell you a funny story? He was a literary arts major before he studied.
Really?
He was.
So he switched majors.
He did. I think it was literary arts. I'm gonna look into this.
Wait, why did he... Shouldn't he have just from the beginning known... Because he said that when he was a kid, that was what made him want to be a defense attorney.
It's a long story. He was minoring in law at the time, though.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna look at literary arts. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Don't look. You keep going.
Okay. Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. Oh, boy. What the fork do you mean what happened to you, and do I have to punch a bitch?
No, he was an art student.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, he studied art.
That's amazing. Do I have to punch a bench?
What do you mean, what happened to you?
It's all there in the file. Fork and read it. I'm not
did.
saying it. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
What did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me.
What? He tried to kill you.
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
So that means you...
Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial.
I didn't see that one coming.
Only you, Phoenix.
That's because
you didn't see it.
I feel like, honestly, what we read about the Joe Dark things, like just the names, was literally just what Phoenix read.
Yeah.
Like, we only get
Phoenix... he saw that, and he was like, yeah, cool, I don't need anything else. And we're like, oh, my
I feel like when we get evidence, we just get Phoenix's comprehension of the evidence.
Yeah. We don't get all the evidence, okay? We just get what this little pea brain thinks is important.
I swear... Okay, I will say evidence gets better later on.
Yeah, good.
The pictures get color.
Case? Oh my god! Man, I can't believe it. After 2001 and 5, they finally get colored photography?
2001-5.
2001 and 5. Do they finally get colored photography? I'm so happy. He's eating Gushers.
Shh, they don't know.
I really don't want to bring this up.
Then you have to ask.
I know, but it's traumatic for her. Is there a blue one?
It's literally
all red and orange. Hold on.
I poured out the whole thing so that... Oh, wait, there's one more.
Still orange.
I poured it out into my hand so like...
If there was a blue I could nab. Or green. Or purple. Any color other than red and orange, which are the two worst colors in candy ever. Orange flavored stuff? Gross. Cherry flavored stuff? Awful.
I mean, orange is the most boring M&M. It happened 2 years ago. Actually, no, that's blue. He's just the cool guy who does everything.
Yeah, but blue is a good color. So
Yeah.
he wins. It's fine. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. We gotta laugh to hide the pain. I wanna fruit roll up. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. My heart was tapped. I was alone in my sister's office, like an idiot. It's not your fault though, Sweet Beb. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, a big, mean, scary person came in. I was close. This terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Joe Dark. I forgot I had to talk. In all fairness, like, I feel like the office of a city official, pretty safe place.
Yeah, honestly. And, like, it's not her fault that she was alone, because, like, it's a...
She was working.
Yeah, and also it was, like, her sister's office, and it's a very, you'd think, highly guarded office area, so it's, like...
Yeah.
Also, it's never, like, the victim's fault, but sometimes it's just, you just gotta be like, don't be alone, guys. Just don't be alone.
Yeah. Well, I imagine, like, there was a lot of people at the office.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. Rawr! Words. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up.
Jake Marshall's brother.
Yep. Glad to keep him track. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage.
Sure. I thought it was Angel Star's sister.
But before we could, Mr. Marshall tackled him like a super cool hero. Then,
What happens?
I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashes outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. I was in a movie for once. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
A permanent picture. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred?
Don't make her relive it. Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife.
Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl?
I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms.
Poor Emma. You've been through so much.
Wow, that's an empty courtroom to testify. Makes sense. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant.
I mean, no one even showed up at the trial.
I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
2 years ago, you must have been 14. That's understandable.
Barely a bab. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grow up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies. And find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime.
I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall.
So you want to testify about that?
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why she made up the crime scene.
Made it up? You mean provide bogus evidence? This is not time to use the word bogus.
The prosecutor's office wanted the guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Edgeworth?
Yes. But I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. That's very clear by the loud yell of guttural offense that he screamed in the middle of the courtroom.
No, I just do that naturally.
Yeah, I just... Obviously, I do that all the time.
Like, don't you ever, when you're just sitting in your car, driving casually?
Yes,
just,
you do.
Ah!
Yes, you do.
Once. We were parked.
Thankfully. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started.
The
rumors about Mr. Edgeworth.
Our neighbors are so gonna hear that scream and just be like, "What the
fork?"
It's 11:50.
It's a weekend, but it's fun.
It's 11:55 p.m. at night. They're gonna freak out.
The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened.
I'm also sorry to the mic that I peaked. So it's true. Even though he may not have known it, Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today. She must not have been...
She must not have been able to face out to what she did. Especially not to Emma. Something that's puzzling me, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at the time, right?
That's right.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor?
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Of course. This happened at the police department. What?
Keep going on.
He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
Why did you run away to your sister's office?
Because the detective offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator.
Across from the elevator? Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
There we go. No, silly! Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force.
What? That's news to me.
There we go. I was like, what? Glad Phoenix also was like, huh? What?
Does not compute. Does not
It was just the guy blinking emoji. He was like, what? After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
I used to be a detective? I'd better have another talk with her.
No, that was more like, I'd better have another talk with this motherfucking bench.
To be fair, I mean...
Alright.
This didn't really need to come up till right now.
So she's at the detention center, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Where else would someone detained for murder be?
Well, she wasn't here last time. Last time it was Meekins, so I just wanted to make sure that she was actually here.
But now Meekins has been released because he's been,
cleared of all charges.
Yeah.
Lana. Yawning. Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Yeah, you do.
Falsifying evidence. That's no trouble. I didn't think you were the type.
Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? You know what?
Fair.
Fair, but also
not.
like...
I mean, if you falsify evidence in the wrong case, you convict the wrong person.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Von Karma did.
If you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Hey, look. I said that.
Yeah, that's the reason I was hesitant to say fair. Believe me, I understand the risks.
Lana.
You have to be like... You have to witness them doing the crime 110% and then know that they, like, cleaned it up somehow, and then you're allowed to.
Lana. I feel like even then it's still, like, iffy.
Even then, you're not allowed to, but, like, even then I understand.
Yeah.
And can say, fair, to the foul play.
Emma told me about you.
Oh?
About how you were a detective 2 years ago. How the SO9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office.
That's right. I didn't think that was something I hid from you. Okay.
Could you fill me in on details, especially about that unusual change of jobs?
No.
Leave.
Don't wanna. Just turns around, pouts.
She just literally walks out the door and is like, out of my way, officer who never moves. She like moves the wax figure. God damn it!
I'm sorry, it's a Saturday, I forgot.
Why do you have an alarm set for midnight?
'Cause it's
Pause.
Can't pause the recording. Can't you? Do you need to do this right now?
Yes. Alright, we back, yo.
Yeah, sorry about that. Ollie had to insert excuse here.
I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright.
We had to make sure we insert excuse here.
Alright, tell me.
We had to make sure we read the Bible. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. That was uncovered today?
Oh my god.
Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much.
I've been legit looking
I know
for my
how
phone.
obsessive Officer Marshall can be.
That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. To the devil. Definitely to the devil. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department. Yay!
We did it. We saw the fact
Tell
that
me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. How about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife? Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us?
Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so fazed before.
Sorry, I was looking up something completely unrelated to this game.
Happy. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago.
So amazing, it bored me.
Yeah.
They still talk about all those cases she and Chief Gant cracked together.
Chief Gant?
He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes.
Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be.
Interesting.
They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. They're the best asbestos.
Emma really idolizes her big sister.
Hey, look, it's that relation that I absolutely said earlier.
I idolize my big sister.
That's literally, I think that's word for word what I said.
But now you're chief prosecutor. What happens?
I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was...
To gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could use that experience in court, right?
Damn tootin'. Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office.
Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago.
Ya think? 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark.
Second command? That means the investigation lead was Damien Gant, right?
Yes, Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations.
I'm glad your puny, loyal P-brain figured that much out.
Mm-hmm.
She was
See ya.
like... They even had the same office? Oh.
We led a team... Yeah, okay. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho.
Get it? Texas.
Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place.
When he tried to murder Emma.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark.
It's okay, take your time. A lot of emotions to process.
You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me.
Now you tell us.
Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room.
Should put a lock on that door.
Yeah, for real. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself.
That's where he found me.
So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana.
It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark.
Gaunt.
Yeah, I don't know. My brain. Whoa. That's not how that should work.
That's not how bodies.
That's not how anything.
That's a very cheap looking chair.
That is a very cheap looking chair. Y'all deserved better. What is with the frilly paisleys on that window? Like, pff, get rid of it. Disgusting.
Also, that's a tea
Oh,
set
also
that...
there's a dead body.
God, your decoration is terrible. That tea kettle, you could do way better. The frilly things, cheap chairs, dead bodies just on the floor. And an unconscious criminal. Not to mention that gaudy bottle on the shelf.
Not to mention that stupid glass table and the freaking, like, butterfly-looking things on the tile. What even was interior design back then?
I mean, who puts a knife in a body? That's just...
And who lets it glow like that? Come on, guys!
God, 1999, no interior, no style. The 90s was such a terrible time for style. There's a corpse here. 1999, a terrible style.
When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. I mean, I could probably attest to that. I'm sure there's some baby photos of me somewhere where I'm in, like, the worst clothes ever in 1999.
Yeah, and there's just a corpse next to you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
3 bodies.
Grew up 2 hours east of St. Louis. I'm pretty sure there were some dead bodies around wherever I was.
I mean, that was just the style back then.
It was just the style.
Prosecutor Marshall and the victim, Emma, who had passed out.
And the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious.
What did you do?
Cry. To be honest, I panicked. Yep. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her.
Can't blame her. After all, a sister must have gone through.
After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest.
Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident? Yes! We know! Thank you.
Phoenix, come on, man.
I swear...
That's the question you ask?
Not
I
about...
thought you were gonna be like, let me get this straight. You didn't move anything in the room other than Emma? Cool.
So, you didn't move anything. You were a detective who shared an office with Gantz. Your idea of interior design was a dead body. It's quite a coincidence.
Just... That's right. Quite a coincidence,
I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance.
Yeah, obvious. Dude, yeah.
We figured this out
That
yesterday.
case was solved 2 years ago.
Here we go again.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved.
Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Did they? Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely.
Yeah.
I guess you want to Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. True. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. Yep.
That case just might not be over yet.
Of course it's not. She's like, what? What do you mean? I haven't done anything. What do you mean?
Bless your heart. That's like the pose she's doing, the bless your heart.
She's like, oh, bless your heart.
Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right?
Yeah. We've been over this. In the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The chief's office.
Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office. The site of the final SO9 murder.
Ya think? Alright, let's go.
I don't think you have clearance.
I'ma get clearance.
Excuse me, sir. I'd like clearance.
Sir, I'd like to investigate your office.
February 24th, please. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere.
Things seem kind of quiet around here today.
You're right. Your detective seems insane, though.
Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to?
Right. You can come back here later.
Cool, thanks. I just came here so that I could get to...
Did it.
Thank you.
Da 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 da. February 24th, police department entrance. Da da da. Oh. Howdy, Bambino.
Oh, Mr. Marshall. You suck. I hate you.
Never thought I'd see things turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Guess Ella. You never know where life will lead you. Hey, Bambino.
Que sera, sera.
I never heard the phrase.
God, have you really never heard that?
No.
What'll be will be, basically, is what it is.
Oh, okay. I know how to get things wrong sometimes, especially for a language I don't speak.
I can't believe you've never heard that.
I don't.
Hold on, I want to know what it actually, like, fully translates to now, real quick.
Should've known my luck had run out this morning when old Billy dried up. Should've known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning.
Not the song! Yeah, whatever will be, will be.
Okay, I just hadn't heard that phrase before. I haven't heard every single Spanish phrase.
Billy? It's a
His
really
cactus.
common one.
Must be his pet cactus. Yeah, and I lived in New Mexico and I never heard it. Shocker.
I can't believe it. I really can't.
Just
Should have watched more Disney. They said it a lot on Disney.
Yeah, but I didn't watch Disney.
I
I
know
never liked Disney much.
Hannah Montana actually had a song called Que Sera Sera.
Good for her. Say, where you heading? It's almost like I didn't like Hannah Montana.
I know, I'm just saying!
Just
There was
over.
also another person that wrote Que Sera Sera, apparently, and I don't know if that was actually the Que Sera Sera that she sang or not. I didn't really look too far into it. Anyway.
Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance. We all know it won't be coming back.
Bye.
Sorry. But you can go in the evidence room, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
Rip.
But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why are you a butt?
Why do prospectors head west?
For gold?
If ever there was a case I need to know the truth about, it was that one.
You hear that I'm
Yeah,
hitting it and it's not
you
working,
clicked
right?
it 3 times. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, do you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today.
No, you will not.
Sorry.
Mostly because we don't know where she is.
She's probably at the prosecutor's office selling them again. Something was fishy about the trial from the beginning. You keep bumping the mic.
I know, I don't mean to. I'm just trying to get comfortable.
It wasn't just me either. All detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy?
There was a dead fish in the room where the body was found.
Yeah,
That's what the smell of blood was.
part of the interior design, Gant said. Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon.
Oh, good.
The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
A question?
The
Do tell.
blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained.
And also, I'm going to take a guess and say that the other half of the blade wasn't actually in the victim's body.
What does that mean? It means there is a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? That case left behind scars on all of us.
The scars that the S-Online incident left behind. I have some too.
I had this one right on my wrist. Looks like a bunny rabbit.
Aww.
I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down.
Oh, that's so sad.
It was our first case together.
How old was he, your brother?
He was 27 at the time.
How old is he?
I believe he's 31 now. So he would have been 29 when he died. 33.
33 now, so he would have been 31. Okay, so it's his younger brother.
by 4 years.
Interesting. Thought it was an older brother.
Nope. He was awarded the highest honor that very day.
Oof.
The highest honor?
Highest honor and then worst.
You mean
worst
the
defeat.
King of Prosecutors. I knew it.
That's why it's broken.
What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
Sorry to everyone who hates finger popping, but it was driving me nuts.
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall, there was thunder. Cause now you put it in my brain. My mom can never watch this video now. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you.
Or had the
Detective
same
Grimmer
idea.
was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired, now it's demoted and boxed away in that tiny room.
Tell me part of his little theme song doesn't sound like something you'd hear in Banjo-Kazooie.
I get it. I get where you're coming from.
Mostly the dun 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 dun.
But I get what you mean, but anyway.
Did you read that?
Yes.
Literally didn't hear you read it.
What about Detective Grimmer? Because he was so focused on dun 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 dun. If that did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They?
What are you talking about?
Don't get upset, Bambino. I mean Damon Gant and Laura Sky.
So they like having an affair or something?
The investigation lead,
point.
Damon Gant, and his second command, Lana Sky.
We gonna get that cool? Yeah, we are.
She looks really hot here.
She looks amazing!
She's not wearing that stupid general jacket.
She's not, but she's still wearing a super cool jacket.
Yeah, and the way her scarf is. Her muffler, sorry. It wasn't a person on the force when I heard the duo. And Gant looks like Gant, only he doesn't have his freaking I am Jesus tie. That case was...
But he still has a stupid penguin sticking its tongue out pocket.
It does. He does. That case was the biggest step in both their careers.
So, you see the two top buttons?
Yeah?
And you see that tiny little, like, crease? It
Yeah.
looks like an upside down, like, me smiley face.
Things only you would notice. I'm glad you noticed the perfect crease in his man boobs.
I like to look for stupid faces and stuff, because it's so fun.
Why couldn't you I'm surprised you're looking so much at Gant. I've been looking at Lana this whole time.
Yeah, I know, but Lana just looks cool. Gant looks stupid, so I can find stupid things on him. Like that seashell beard. Excuse me.
I already read it. Just go.
Didn't hear it.
After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah, because you're not focusing.
I'm sorry. There's an upside down smiley and a penguin sticking his tongue out right in front of me.
Just look at the hot woman.
Okay.
Yeah, Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left.
Well, neither have you. Neither has anyone in this case.
Question mark?
Huh?
Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was detective. Now I mention it. Emma said something like that too.
Are we gonna flash back to Emma saying that?
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambino. But her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. I all started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening.
Plot twist, Emma's the serial killer.
There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Camp. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. There you go. Now he's actually drinking it. Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambino.
Just gives her a tight bear hug.
He truly did care for her.
Of course he did. His brother died protecting her. Should we go try to talk to Gant now?
You could. I really
I
don't know.
assume he would be at the police department, but maybe he's at the prosecutor's office for
He's
something.
kind of just doing whatever the
Fork.
Yeah, can you see where I need to go real quick?
Yeah, I'll check. I'll let you wander around a bit and figure it
Okay.
out. While
I'll check criminal affairs real quick. Oh,
Okay.
cool.
I'm still gonna pull it up just in case. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
How can you tell there's still only 2 people here?
I mean, there's more to this office.
No, there's still only 2 people here.
These are the only 2 detectives that work here.
Yeah, exactly.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
If you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room.
I know I gave him a voice last time, but I don't remember it.
Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us. He's talked to us a couple times. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do, about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving or Christmas put together. Thank God it's not Black Friday. I think festive is the word usually used for those.
Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office.
Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits.
Damn it, Emma.
Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. I love you. You're a doof.
Let's go check it out. He has interior design.
Yeah, there's definitely interior design. Hey, look, that trophy's whole. There's also a weird space alien standing behind him. What? It's in that picture.
You'll see it. It's to the right, believe it or not. It's in this office.
Okay.
February 24th, Police Department Chief's Office.
He has a giant organ in here. What a loser.
Hey, he's playing it.
So are you like...
Oh, they got rid of the dead body. I'm glad they cleaned that up.
Yeah.
It really wasn't tying the room together.
Yeah, Oh, hey, they also got rid of that tea kettle.
Oh, the one we hated. Thank God.
Oh, dude,
Whoa.
we did it.
HGTV, hire us.
They didn't get rid of that stupid table, though, or the stupid paisleys all over the window.
Listen, take some wins. Whoa. Where am I?
So is he Count Dracula? Because he's got the Count, honestly.
You notice the
'cause
fact
he's got
that, real quick, in that picture, remember how we were complimenting that other picture where they weren't wearing where she wasn't wearing the stupid general jacket and he was wearing the dumb cross tie? They're clearly wearing it in that picture in front of them.
Yeah, I feel like they forgot that they had to draw a different model for before this.
Where am I? Or maybe the picture they showed us was like when they first started working together and they didn't have terrible fashion choices.
Maybe.
In the chief's office, silly.
At least that's what it said on the door. And that's what it says in all of the decor around here.
Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
I
No
don't
one
know.
press a key.
No, just boom.
Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten.
Oh my
Why?
god.
They used to call me Little Miss Bach.
Okay.
I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes.
I adore you.
Why would you play it?
That didn't sound that bad.
I never could remember where C was.
Ah, don't worry. Same. Ah, great.
There you go.
Leave! Oh, it was the knight. Okay.
Oh, it's you two.
Back away slowly, and maybe we'll make it out of this alive. His buttons and crease are now smirking.
Okay. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk.
Looks like a log of some sort. Get it.
So, Righto, have you been swimming lately? Maybe you'd head to the ocean with a new speedboat. Really want to know what's up with him and swimming. No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately.
I hate you.
I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct.
That was great timing for me to say I hate you.
I can appreciate that.
Good.
Is this cross meant to be a sword? It looks less like a cross and more like a hilt. Like, it looks like a sword, right?
Sort of, I don't know.
Especially with, like, the way it's creased at the tip.
Mm-hmm.
And Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement?
I don't know that I would say provocative.
Oh, you mean about forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies.
God, I hate
See
you.
that big picture on the wall over there?
Uh-huh. Oh!
There's a picture of Lana,
Still
Neil,
broken.
and me.
Interesting.
Yet different. This is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Hey, it's that vase.
Still looks terrible.
Yeah. It's even worse when it's all put together.
And still unstable.
Flows over there. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Alright, so can I illumine all the room yet?
She doesn't have her... She might be wearing the stupid general jacket, but at least she doesn't have the dumb medals.
She
Still
doesn't.
needs to get a bra, though.
Yeah. Also needs to look where she's going. Like, that knight's about ready to poke her titty.
I know, right? I was gonna make a joke about that, but I was like, nah. We worked.
Why is the knight holding a sword with a skirt on it?
That's a halberd. That's not a halberd. What's the term for that? Halberds are axes.
Why does it have a skirt? That seems so stupid.
Is that a halberd? No, halberds are like an axe, I think. What is that? I think it's just
Look
a
up
spear.
sword skirt.
I'm pretty sure it's just a spear. I'd have to actually look at the statue again. We'll look at it when we see it. When we look at the statue again, when it pans over, we'll look at it.
Okay.
We took it together to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture.
All of it.
I mean, just look at that. Just look at that stupid leather vest.
Let's see. They're in the wrong clothes. The statue's broken, but in a weird way. That vase is perfect, and that vase was in the SL9 incident. Evidence
Well, this
locker.
was the scene of a murder.
I know, but it's on the opposite side of the room of where the murder was. And that knight has a freaking skirt on his sword.
And a scarf for some reason.
Yeah.
Photo of the award ceremony of Gant, Lana, and Neil. Gant team picture.
Hey, yeah!
Go Team Gant!
Ugh.
Oh, it has a cape. It looks
The
like
sword
just...
has a freaking skirt.
It doesn't even look like a sword. It looks like just a,
A dagger
yeah.
type of thing.
Like, that's not long enough to be a sword. And it's it doesn't have, like, a long enough,
I don't know. Look up stabby objects with skirt.
You can look that up later. Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention.
Cut to the next episode, and the FBI's at our door. Just like, why are you Googling this? Just point to the knight in the background. What is he holding?
I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together.
No. No. I will sneak into this office through a window if I have to. Get out.
It's on the 3rd floor.
Don't care.
Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That guy's his long since been over. There's no need to investigate anymore. All the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore.
Sorry, we're gonna investigate it.
Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. You know,
Alright, Emma, did you learn how to pick locks?
Looks like we aren't welcome.
in all fairness, I wouldn't want someone in my office when I'm not there. Like, I know he's doing it because he's being a dick. But I still wouldn't want someone in my office when I'm not there.
Yeah, because they could plant stuff.
Seems that case isn't over with yet, after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
Hello? A button? Jesus.
You mean like a clue? Perhaps science?
There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office.
I already told you. Ladder, climb it, window.
Well, we'll figure out how to get in there next time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in 45 minutes.
Oh, bye!
I've been the game hero.
Hurry up, turn it off. Come on, I want to break into his office. Go, turn it off.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye. The two worst colors of any candy ever.
Oh, it's like on candy. I said, well, he's technically on candy.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they're fruit snack. Made with artificial fruit. They're called fruit gushers. See? Fruit flavored snack.
That's not a fruit snack. Gushers are a candy. Fight me all you want. Gushers are a candy.